Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about no makeup releases, really bad photography, I'm hoping, and everything in between. So if you want to see what's new makeup, then just keep on watching. Let's start with, listen, the full reveal of the Bratz and Glamlite collection. We do have, now I can show you the picture as well as what we have all in this collection. We do have the Pucker Up Lip Plumpers, $15, going on Chloe Lip Kit, the Jade Lip Kit, the Zasha Lip Kit, as well as the Jasmine Lip Kit. All of them are $24. We do have the Shop Tilbury Blush Palette, $30, and the Face and Body Palette, $35. And then also full collection and all the good things. Like I said, I was thinking there would be at least one more lip kit, which there is. And there is again the blush kind of a palette as well as the regular kind of a palette. And then there is the lip plumpers, which I showed you. As I said before, not interested. I'm sorry. Again, Bratz is not my jam. So I think also, again, the eyeshadow palette looks a little bit dull. In some pictures, it looks way more colorful. In others, it does not and looks quite dull. So we are not sure about that. And in the lip kits, I feel like Glamlite has reasonable prices. I think this is not a bad collection. If you're vibing with any of these, this could be cute. For me personally, though, it's a skip. We do have a new concealer by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Blur Concealer, 34 shades, which that is always a good point. Listen, I would not be opposed to that. I did enjoy the Beautiful Skin Foundation. I am quite open, to be honest, for concealers and foundation, even from higher brands, higher end brands. Not sure how much this is. It should, listen, there's a ton of things. It's weightless, full coverage, real skin finish, up to 24-hour creaseless wear, water resistant, transfer proof, sweat proof, humidity proof. It has instant airbrush skin tone and texture. It should instantly cover up dark circles, blemishes, puffiness, pigmentation, redness, pores, and shadows. Did you? Yeah, listen. So many claims. Listen, I think this is cute. Again, I would definitely need to find a shade that would work for me. I am normally at their N1 thing, but normally the N1 is teetering too dark. So I'm not sure. But they seem, at least the picture you're seeing seems to be, at least there are lighter shades as well as deeper. So I'm not opposed to it. It's a maybe. We do have 3 releases by Maybelline. 2 of them I'm excited about. And then we do have the other one, which I'm like, what the fluff. We do have the Glow and Pump Foundation. This is a hydrating radiant finish, I think. This has hyaluronic acid. It's $15.99, which that could be a good price. Listen, we'll see about that when it comes to Germany, and we'll see the prices there, but I'm probably thinking around 16 euros could be good. 24 shade. It is a buildable coverage, sheer natural glow, full. You can build it up to a more full coverage finish. It's long wear, staying put. I am excited about this. 90 is I think, the lightest shade, which is neutral, which I like because I am neutral, so that could be something. And then, as you can tell as well, there's the Lifter Serum Concealer, which is $30.99. This is a bright full coverage concealer with 2% peptides for brighter under eye skin, and yeah, all the good things. 18 shades of that. I think this could be really, really good. I do like a luminous finish for my foundation. Do I have combination skin? I do. I'm trying to fix that, so with some products. But yeah, I do enjoy a more luminous skin because, listen, this part, 3/3 of my face is dry as things, and that is not good. So I definitely am interested in both of these products. I do also like a good concealer if it is full coverage and can cover up this darkness. I'm happy. I am using like 3 products to cover that up. That is amazing. So we definitely could see that. And then Maybelline is also releasing shadows, liquid shadows, and these are the Shadow Drip Eye Tint liquid shadows. And listen, they look, I don't know if it is the picture or if that is just like the look, but they look horrendous on the models. I feel. Maybe it's a shade, I don't know. We do have 5 shades. They are, let me see, do we have $8.99 each? They have a subtle wash of shimmer and can be intensified. Listen, they look horrendous. I think the colors look not good on the eye. Silver Drip, which is one I don't even see on any of the models. Like there is a little bit of a sparkle. Like listen, for that kind of sparkle, I don't need a liquid eyeshadow. Like listen, I don't. The black seem to be pigmented. Do I like how they blended that out? Nope. But I feel like on dark skin this looks stunning, just saying, but not on like really light skin or medium skin. The same goes for Quartz Dip, which is the more, I would say, goldy shade. Like listen, if that are the pictures they want us to like see the product and buy it, they're doing a pretty bad job with that. I won't listen. I was like, oh, I see the picture. I was like, oh, okay, they are of course neutral shades. I mean, you know, the good, the bad, the boring. But when I saw the pictures of them like on the models, I was like, hell nah. No. None of these were like selling it to me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not. Keep me posted about that and tell me down in the comments. Fantasy Cosmetica. Yes, I did it. Listen, I'm always excited when I say it right, correct, and don't say Fantasia Cosmetics or something like that. I'm just saying. So Fantasy Cosmetica is giving us the Artificer. The Artificer. Is it Artificer? Listen, I'm butchering that, I'm pretty sure. Collection. We do have a 9-pan palette, which has a mix of spicy neutrals and various finishes. We also have a 12-pan magnetic palette that is empty, as well as 3 single neutral but spectacularly smooth holographic shadows, and then a toolkit designed to help to move, repress, and mix unique shades, which I think that is kind of cool. I think, to be honest, this one is, again, a neutral kind of collection, if you will. I think the empty palette looks pretty nice if you like the design. I think the palette itself also does not look boring. So we do have at least a little bit of leeway. There are 3 mattes, 9 shimmers, technically 10 because there is a split pen. And again, you can mix and match with this toolkit. Now, is this something totally new you never seen before in any shape, way, or form? No, it's not. Like, listen, those toolkits where you could mix your shadow you like the most, they're not new, but I mean, it's nice that they bring out something if you wanted to. And again, I do like the palette. Am I a sucker for matte shades? I am. So for me, of course, I would love to have a little bit more matte shades. I do think, though, the shimmer shades look, at least in pictures, different enough so it's not like repetitive. I hate that in an eyeshadow palette, so I think this is a nice collection. You can go into a more warmer route with the orangey shade. You can go in a more like cooler-ish kind of way with the like dirty yellow brown. That could be nice. And then again, you do have a nicer, deeper brown as well to deepen up. So I don't mind. I do think it's cool. Is it my favorite color story? No, but it's at least something. Let's talk about E.L.F. E.L.F is releasing, I don't know, do we talk about E.L.F anymore just because of that like commercial we didn't get in Germany? I'm not sure. Listen, even if we did, I don't watch TV, so that's a little bit. E.L.F is releasing some liquid shadows. These ones are the Velvet Black liquid velvet eyeshadows, and to be honest, I would be intrigued. They look really gorgeous, and I feel like there are at least 3 or 4 shades I would definitely want to pick up because they look gorgeous. And I'm a sucker for that. They're also releasing some, so for me that would be a yes, just if you couldn't tell from my ooh pretty. Then they released also a micro pencil. This is the Microform Brow Pencil. I think this is a new re-release probably or something like this. There seem to be at least a brownish kind of auburn shade, which At least today, like, listen, I'm not that brown, like auburn shade anymore. Yeah, personal preference and all the good things. Listen, I don't mind. Am I the biggest sucker for like micro brow pencil? Not at the moment, to be honest. So for me personally, that is something I'm like, yeah, it's cute and all. It's cute and all. You know what I mean? That is totally fine. And then they're releasing also, yeah, I know. Then they're releasing also the liquid Poreless Putty Primer with Cica, which is the green one, just if you couldn't tell by the new drop. This one is, yeah, another one with, again, a green base to it, which can be great for color correcting redness. If you have like redness here, normally that is the point where a ton of people have redness. This is a silky liquid primer, smooth and poreless finish. They do have calming Cica in it, which helps to soothe and comfort your skin. Also, it does have the neutralizing shade. Listen, that's something I don't need. I had a little bit of rosacea in, is it the word? Listen, I'm not sure. I had a little bit of rose color here, but listen, it's so little. Like foundation normally covered it up quite well. And at this moment in time, I don't need it. So for me personally, that is a skip, but just because I don't need it. If you do have problems with that, that could be your thing. Also, I did try it in the past and on. Remember, please, if you do the primer, remember to give your face depth afterwards. I know that feeling to like blank out all of your like anything like shadow with these primers, because that's something. Please do it on top of foundation, or just do it like in that area, or give it an afterwards contour or bronzing or blush, something like this, just in case, because otherwise you will look that. I know that. I feel like 2025 is the year of colorful mascaras, or the reintroduction for colorful mascaras. We do have 3 new colors by L'Oreal. These are the Voluminous Paranormal Washable Mascara. I didn't even know we could have that one. It's $15.99. We do have a brown, a burgundy, as well as a blue, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a brown? Yeah, it is a brown. Listen, I do love a good colorful mascara. Listen, I do think though these colors are so subtle, I don't know if you would see the difference in like your looks. I'm just telling you that right away, because I feel like they are quite subtle, and the blue is just blue because there is a liner behind the lashes, I feel like. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you give us something, then like make it so that you can tell it is burgundy or blue or green or whatever it is. So for me personally, that is a skip, but I feel like it's, again, I do have burgundy mascaras. I don't have blue ones. I do have brown ones. I had one. No, I do have brown ones. Don't they? I have brown ones. So I'm fine with that. Also, drugstore, give them to me. So I'm fine. Thanks. Viseart is giving us bigger neutral leaning palettes. Listen, these are the Sereneuse Nocturne and Étendue palettes, if I'm not mistaken, and my French is not as bad as I think, as well as the Violet Nocturne Étendue, which the one which is the Sereneuse, I think, that is the upper one, that seemed to be like, I feel like, and hear me out, correct me if I'm wrong, write it down in the comments if I am wrong, but I feel like the greens came back. Then we had like cool tones, and I feel like this is a combination of both. Like Viseart realized, oh my god, people love green and they love cool tones, so we are giving them these 2 palettes. These ones are, I think, a little bit bigger again, and I think if you have like the Anastasia Makeup by Mario palette, the newer one, which is technically the Makeup by Mario palette but just in a 9 pen, and the Makeup by Mario palette that he released, and all the other ones that have like more of that color scheme, you don't need that, just saying. And we do have the more violet one, which again, violet, both of them by the way are $44, which affordable, at least more affordable at least. So yeah, I think first of all, I think we have these colors somewhere in Viseart's, like the purple one at least. I think we have like 15 purple ones from Viseart. The green, like with that one green shade, if you cover that one green shade, I feel like it is one of Viseart's regular shades. Like there's just one plopped like a khaki green in here just to give us something new. Am I the only one that is bored out of her mind to give, like, from a brand, especially Viseart, and I'm butchering Viseart for quite some time, and it's not me, it's Viseart, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, but I feel like, listen, why can't we have like fun palette? Listen, they have so many neutral palettes, so many neutral purple palettes, so many neutral palettes, so many neutral cool tone palettes, neutral warm tone palettes. Like, listen, why can't you give us, like some indie brands do, just a palette with colorfuls as well as neutrals? If you can't switch out the point where you have colorfuls or neutrals and then 50 palette neutrals, just give us one that has a combination of both. What is the problem? I don't understand. I feel like this is the gray I have. It's like there is one greenish shade in that first one and then one purpley lavender shade in another one. All the others were more warmer tone browns and more cooler tone browns. Listen, we had that already several times, to be honest. I'm sorry, I was worked up here on that front, but I just don't understand why Viseart is not giving us fun color stories. I mean, that's so... Listen, I would understand for indie brands to give us neutral palettes because normally they don't. Normally they do have colorful palettes, maybe colorful and neutral palettes, and then they need at least one neutral palette so that you could pick that up if you wanted to, and that you know, that you have everything from that brand if you love that brand till death. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that. But I don't understand that Viseart is having like 15 different neutral palettes that they don't give us. At least, I mean, they have one colorful palette, don't get me wrong. But I don't understand why they don't give us like a one that is more colorful. Give us more greens. What is the problem? Give us a bright green, a medium green, a deep green. Give us more than these. And it would be, even though it would be still a neutral palette, but not so boring. And for the purple one, give us some colorful purples, warm tone purples, cool tone purples, a little bit more purples in there. Wouldn't kill. And even if you like say, oh man, well, I'm a neutral kind of girl. Listen, they have 15 others. And if you wanted to buy them and like combine them with already existing, what's the problem? I don't get it. It's a skip from me, by the way. Makeup Revolution is doing the thing where it's always doing, like, there are some good things, and they were like, listen, we want to jump on that wagon as well. We have a stick foundation by Revolution, and this is the Skin Silk Glow Tint Stick. It is a sheer illuminating tones, and that melts into the skin. I do think that this is not enough shades. There's one really dark shade, and there are two... Well, technically, I feel like this is just one, maybe two, like, darker shades. And then we do have... They're not a big selection on shades, if you ask me. I think that could go okay. I mean, it's a sheer tint. Normally, sheer tint flexes around skin. Listen, if you're as pale as me, that does not work. And I'm pretty sure if you're really dark complected, this will not work as well. I think fair is too deep for me. So for me, this is a skip. I do appreciate that they do stick foundations or sheer stick tints. I don't care. I do appreciate that. I just wish that there would be more colors. If you remember, Essence released like a stick foundation that has, I think, 50 shades. By the way, I have number 50, which I'm pretty sure is quite fine. And yeah, this is like, how many are there? There's 10 shades. I know it's sheer and the one from Essence is technically not, but I'm like, you could have done a few more shades, just saying. Yeah, it's a skip for me, but I like it. But again, more shades, and I don't think this is working for me. We do have another concealer. This one is by About Face, which is the brand from Halsey, and this is the Illusionist. It is a skin-focused concealer. And do we have, like, let me see, it's 32 shades. 32, which 5 undertones, which that is amazing. It's $22 each. I do have to say, I enjoyed that. I mean, there's almost a white, which that is always good for me. Listen, I'm not that pale anymore. I don't want to like bring this. I don't need like an almost white. I feel like I am at the spectrum that is pale, but not as pale, not even light, but pale, you know what I mean? But not too pale. So I'm good with that, just saying. I would be interested in it, to be honest. Like, these look really nice. They seem to be a more pinky tone concealer, a more yellowy tone concealer, again, by 5 undertones. That's amazing. What do we have here? It is lightweight or weightless. It vanish, dark circles, camouflages, uneven skin. It's medium to buildable coverage, natural luminous finish, which again, great points. Would go with that. I'm interested. Well, Revlon is giving us a skin tint with 8 shades. That's even worse than Revolution. Wow. This is a dewy skin tint. So if you're oily, this probably is not your favorite. Just saying. This is the Photo Ready Lift and Fill skin tint. And again, it is a sheer buildable coverage. It's lightweight and hydrating. And it like have 8 shades. It's 40-49. Listen. I can't wear the lightest shade, and the deepest one is not that deep. I mean, yes, if it is sheer, it's probably not that bad, but even the model is not so deep. So I'm thinking like, yeah, if you're even deeper than that, that could be like horrendous. It seemed to be like having some luminous particles in it. For me, again, I think this is the lightest shade that she is displaying in the photo. No, it's not the lightest shade. It's 120, so it's the third lightest shade, but even the lightest shade is not light enough. So for me personally, that is a skip. We do have a full reveal of the Glaminatrix Christmas palette, and this one is the Merry Christmas palette. Merry Chrissy palette. I'm so sorry, Merry Chrissy palette, and we do have the inside, which is, I would say, fun. I would say I expected a little bit of the red as well as the green, but I thought it would be that green I absolutely hate, that Christmas green. I do enjoy that Christmas green because I feel like that is not, it's not something I want to play with. But we do have a blue as well. We do have a coral shade. I do think this is gorgeous. Ooh, would you want me to like review that? Just tell me down in the comments. There is, again, like a good variety. I feel like you can go into a total red direction, a total blue, as well as a total green direction. We do have corresponding shimmers, but you also have that coral shade, which would pair really nicely to the green, blue, as well as red. So this is pretty like it. I feel like Colourpop is giving us at the moment not much. Maybe I'm wrong. Listen. If they do, I just don't remember, which is always a good thing. We do have new shades as well as new trios, and these ones, as you can tell, are Super Shock shadows, and there seem to be the Sweet Sips trio kits. Yes, you heard that right. We have Milk, Tea, and Boba, which is a silvery violet trio. We have Matcha and Mochi, which is an earthy nude trio. And then we do have Coconut Cream and Soda Pinky, which is also a silver trio, just a silver one. And you can get all of them, or you can get the trio, which every trio is 18 bucks, and the whole thing is around 48. Just saying. I do think these are cute. Don't get me wrong. Will I purchase them? No, I don't. I am not using a ton of like these Super Shock shadows. I know they had their time and their place, and at that time and place, I did not know how to use them. Just saying. So and then there was like a time where I'm like gave them to an ex-friend of mine, all of them, and I was fine. I have one shade, which is the celebration shade to their 11th birthday, and I really enjoy that one. I'm fine. I'm really fine. I'm not using a ton of these shades, and I'm good. I'm good. I think these are though really nice. If I would have to pick, I would go with probably the only one I would not pick is the purple one, the Milk Tea and Boba. And that is just because these colors I don't use a ton. I feel like for the Coconut Cream and Soda, this one is like more pinks and so on. I would grab that, and the same one goes for the Matcha and Mochi. Like, these are shades I definitely would gravitate towards. Again, the rest I would not. I feel like, I don't know. do we rave about Super Shock shadows still? Because I feel like nobody is talking about them. Nobody is like showing them in tutorials. Nobody is using them. So are we still using them? Are they out? Because then this is like a little bit sad. But tell me down in the comments. Do we still use Super Shock shadows? Kaleidos Makeup is having a new collection, and I was super excited when I saw the news, and I was like, ooh, we get new stuff from Kaleidos. And I feel like this is, I think, 2 years. Last year or the year before, I don't think we had something new from Kaleidos. Normally they release every year, like in autumn, fall, winter, something new. But then again, I think like 1 or 2 years there was just nothing. So I was excited, and then I saw the products and I was like, oh, do I want to purchase them? And I was like, listen girl, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. This is the Moon Arcade collection, and we do have some face stickers, which I think is always a nice twist and things, but on a regular I would not use them. Then we do have some lip liners. These ones are the sculpting lip pencils. They're $12 each, which they are really, really gorgeous, don't get me wrong. We do have the Epiphany Glow Melt On Eyeliners, $12.80 each. And I do have to say, I do have the first release, which were all multi-chrome liners, I think, except for one. One was just a plain old silver. And then we do have the Glass Load Lip Melts. And we do have a refill of that, as well as a packaging thing. Just saying. The capsules are separate, and you can purchase them and put in a refill if you wanted to, which is always a good thing. I have to say, I was really debating about purchasing these and the whole collection, and I decided against it. And the only reason, first of all, they, of course, like everyone else, had higher prices than the last time. But again, more products. I think the lip liners are beautiful. I think if you love Kaleidos, the lip liners are gorgeous. Now, do I use lip liners? I use one. I use exactly one. This is Kylie Cosmetics at the moment, at least. So for me personally, that was just something I'm like, you know, I wish, but then I'm like, ah, but I don't. So I was like, okay, do I really need the whole collection and, you know, show you? I was like, nah, not really. Then we do have the Epiphany Glow Melt On Eyeliners. I do like my liners. They were also the Epiphany liners, the first release. Now, do I use them a ton? I don't. And that is just the thing where I'm not a ton of using liners in general. I have a ton, and I'm done using it. I'm like, I don't need it. And then we do have the lip melts. The lip melts look beautiful. Like they are a little bit like the products we see a ton at the moment, where we have like a glossy lip, which is more of balm than really a lipstick, and all the things. I think they look gorgeous. Not just personally, I'm like, listen, I don't need that at all. I think that I like a lot about the collection, it is really like the capsules for those lip melts are like interchangeable. You can pick the one you absolutely love and then pick a shade that is perfect for you. I do enjoy that, because sometimes I'm like, I love the color, but the packaging is really ugly. I wish that the packaging would be another one, you know what I mean? So that one you can pick and choose, which I like. I like the packaging as well. It's like cool. I would of course pick the yellow. Listen, I would pick it the yellow, which I love. I think this is nice. Again, I decided to not purchase that because I know I wouldn't use the full capacity of that, and that is just why I did not pick that up. If you love any of these products, go for this. I feel the prices are quite okay. Like again, the liners are $12.80 each. The lip pencils are $12. The refills of the lip melts are $11.20, and then the capsule is $17.60, and the face gems are $6.40. You can buy the whole collection, by the way, for $438. Yeah. Again, did not pick that up, but I think it's a great release, just not me, so it's enough for me. Colourpop is gracing us with another palette. Yes, you heard that right. We get the Death palette, which that is always a good thing. It's the Death Tarot palette, not just Death. Just say. As you can tell, we don't get a ton to like see at the moment, but there seem to be red as well as purple and some black. And to be honest, we'll see about that. I did skip the last one, which was also like the last two. I don't know. One of them was like a black gray kind of a palette, and I skipped that. I know my preference, and my preference is normally more like bright colors. Yes, there can be like a black palette as well, but in general I do like a brighter palette. I do like more colorful palettes. So I'm not sure, depending on how the other shades look. So far, just looking at these like 5 colors, it's more of a no. But we have to see, again, depending on what colors are in that palette, and if we get like a really grungy, more Halloween kind of a palette where we have like just dark tones and nothing else, or if you also get a little bit more bright colors. We'll see about that. So far, this is a skip, but yeah, again, you can't tell a ton, so it's a maybe. It is already winter time, and we do have Notoriously Morbid, which gives us the Frost and Feral palette. Listen, I love that name. That is kind of fun. This is an excitingly face palette full of beautiful non-conventional colors as highlighters as well as blushes. Yeah, I was not expecting that one. They do look different than I like. Look at these. Listen. They look really pretty. I do think these ones look definitely unconventional, to be honest. Would not expect any of them. I think on deeper skin tones, all of these colors would pop. I'm telling you. I think though on my skin tone, this is not going to like do a thing at all. I think though these one, if you want this palette because the colors are stunning, but you are like pale as me and you're like, listen, maybe one of these shades, none of this is a highlight, but maybe one of them can be a blush or two. You can always use them as an eyeshadow topper. Like these colors or a lip topper. Just have that in mind. Like these purpley shades down there, they look stunning. And I think like on that lip, for example, and then just tap on a little bit, that would be stunning. As a face and blush palette, like as a highlighter and blush palette, I don't think that will work. So I think it's interesting. For me, both, I think it's a skip. We also have Dandelion Cosmetics, which is giving us grace. Yeah, you see that, right? These are 2 different eyeshadow palettes. I'm just saying, this is the Midnight Muse as well as the Bear palette. They're launching on the 28th of November. And if you can't tell, these are grays, but they are also like cool tone gray, which is the Midnight Muse. And then there seem to be warm tone grayish kind of a colors, which is the Bear. Listen. They are $40 each, and there is a Black Friday sale and all the good things. Listen, I think these are gorgeous. If you are a gray tone fan or gray tones in general, I think these ones, now is the time. Go for it, launch it, use it, buy it. Now, I am looking that in grays. I don't think this is perfect for me, so I would skip this. Do I think this is an amazing idea? I would, if I have to choose any of these, I would go with the Bear because mattes. But I also like some warmer tones in here, which could work. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, but otherwise, they are gorgeous. Not for me, though, and my preference. So this is a skip. A not so surprising release is another of these jelly stick eyeshadows. This time it's Dose of Colors. And we have the Litterally. This is the multi-use shimmer sticks. Yes. Woo-hoo. Listen. I'm so sorry. I lost my excitement for these after the 5th or 6th brand released them. And I understand that all of them are releasing now because, again, the time, everything loves this, blah, blah, blah. Now, do I have another, like I have them for Essence as well as Shiglam. I know there are Catrice. I know there are, listen, there are other brands that have the Colourpop, you know what I mean? Listen, I know that they are out about. I don't think I need these. These look exactly the same like all the other things. They're $28 each. Yeah, it's a skip for me. Just saying, it's a no for me. And the last release is by Moira Cosmetics, which I'm super excited in hopes we get some of these as well in Germany now that Moira is in drugstores. So I'm hoping. This is Moira, and they're having their new Glitz palettes or something like this. This is the Glitz series palettes. I'm sorry. These, they also have Glitz shadows as well as multichrome gel liners. And this one, by the way, is a holiday giveaway, but I like the photo, so we're going with this. But this is also a new collection, so just saying. I do think this is kind of cute. Will I purchase any of these? Nope. Nope, I won't. Listen, I do have enough liners, I do have enough single shadows, and I do have enough like glittery eyeshadows. And I have to say, I do hate that these are like thick palettes. So for me, this is a skip. But if you love that, then go for it. Again, for me, this is a no. No, I wish you a beautiful week, and we see us in my next video. So bye guys.